reality, we truly are back to where we were 15 years ago. I've got a 11-year-old daughter, and up until she turned 11, I was smart. You do those kind of things, talking to her, and she's, oh, Daddy, you're so smart. And, of course, that's gone away. I'm no longer smart, but it's almost the same thing with our loan officers. And since, I was producing 15 years ago, we'll get these things and say, can you believe the underwriter did this? Well, just who did this and this? Sales forces, even the smaller builders have got their own sales forces. And all of a sudden, the realtors weren't quite as important as they were 10, 15 years ago. Well, the good news is that meetings every day with the builders, and they talked about how strongly they need to be partnering up with the realtors. They invited me to come join y'all's group today. And kind of what I wanted to do was talk a little bit about what programs and products that we have at Wells Fargo and Gibraltar that y'all can utilize maybe in your business to help in creating value to your clients as well as the value to the builders out there. So that's what we're going to kind of talk about. In today's environment, of course, a lot of the big things have to do with rates, where are rates going, what is happening with rates, and especially as it pertains to new construction, where, as y'all know, the fix and spec inventory is drying up. In which case now it's going a lot more towards that if somebody wants a new construction house, they're going to have to wait 6 months. Back the old objection around, okay, what are rates going to be next year, in 6 months, 9 months, a year? And so that can pull people back from actually going ahead and pulling the trigger on buying a new construction home, where in the past they could walk down and close in a week because the builder has put it out in the inventory. Let's talk about what we call our builder best extended lot program. Since everybody, I think, here knows, around extended lots, and that there's different types of extended lots that you can utilize. Most of the extended lots that you see really from the majority of lenders out there require a fee, a true lock-in fee that the borrower pays, get up front, they don't get it back, it's just the cost of being able to lock that rate for an extended period of time. Wells Fargo has a program and this is just for new construction homes, that we what we're able to do is actually lock in an individual up to 180 days with no cost. And then there's some additional costs for 9 months and 12 months, but very low, and a lot of times we can factor that into the price. Way importantly, no cost to the borrower. A little lock in, borrower comes in, and it's almost what we call an insurance policy for our borrower. Okay, we don't know what rates are going to be in 6 months. They go up and they go down, but I don't want to. A lot of them are real leery about paying, up to a point or 3/4 of a point and then a higher interest rate to go ahead and lock in a rate for that period of time. So what do they end up doing? They end up floating, and then what happens if rates go out of the field? Then at the end of the time, they can no longer afford that house. So lock into the borrower on a 3, 5, 7, or 10-year ARM. Now everybody hears the ARM and goes, nobody wants the ARM. But the truth of the matter is, if you have the right person selling and discussing the ARM, it truly is. It's not a bad product. If the borrower understands it, it's a good product. Individuals or loan officers at Gibraltar know how to sell it. But the good thing about this is that we're locking them in on the 3, 5, 7, 10-year ARM. So that's their max rate. That's today's market rate. So whatever the 10-year ARM is, and today's max market rate, which usually runs pretty close to what the 30-year fix is, and usually now maybe a little bit higher. But so we lock them in on that 10-year rate. But 60 days before closing, they can go in and look at rates again. If rates have dropped, then they can switch to any other product that we have, including our fixed product. So they can actually, at that time, let's say rates have dropped, or rates don't even have to drop. Let's say rates have stayed the same, and so they feel they want the security of the 30-year fix at that time. So at that time, they can go in and float it down or switch it over to a 30-year fixed rate. So everybody now we are going to collect a 1%, what we call commitment deposit up front. So we collect that up front, and then at closing, we refund that back to them. So the 1% is just to kind of protect us, because we do have to hedge this. So the last thing we want to do is go ahead and do the lot, and then at the time of closing decide to go somewhere else, and then we lose that cash. So there's actually a lot of cost as it pertains to this, but it's always been kind of hard to fix for product on the new construction side. Okay, now I know that I've got a rate, I'm comfortable with that rate, I understand what it is, just as an arm, but if, as I said, our loan officers can really play the true value of the arm. But so we've got an arm, so if rates blow out the ceiling, then we're protected. If nothing happens, then we can see that a lot, where the builder will subsidize the lock fee, and then they can advertise, their community free 1-year rate lock with home purchase. So the builder can actually subsidize that lock. And again, this pertains to our builder pass, which is the arm. We're locking initially at the arm. Here in a second, we'll talk about how the builder can actually go ahead and lock it in on a 30-year fix and advertise that extended lock on a 30-year fix. There are some fees involved with that, but it's just a great marketing stuff. As we talked about, up to 6 months, there is no cost. 9 months is a quarter, 12 months is a half. Again, very, very, very affordable for an extended lock. And as I talked about, the Gibraltar loan officers can actually, a lot of times, they can price that into the rate where they're still getting a very competitive rate and not paying anything. All right, so that was kind of the product that you utilize with your new construction buyers. This product really comes into play with your builder referral partners. What we call this is our builder match spec lock. So what this does is it allows the builders to go in, take one of their specs or one of their locks, and what we'll do is we'll take that spec or lock and we'll put a lock rate on what we call the mini forward commitment, where we actually put the lock on the actual property. So you've got a builder, you've got a lot, and his belief is that rates are going to continue to go up. What this allows him to do is be able to market on one of his specs or one of his lots. Okay, you buy this spec, you buy this lot, and we'll build you a home, and we'll guarantee you a rate of, let's say, 5 7/8, today's market rate, 5 7/8. We'll guarantee you the rate, 30-year fixed rate of 5 7/8 on this home, even though we're going to deliver it in 6 months, 9 months, a year, however long it takes to build that home. This is going to become very big going forward, just, again, the same reason as the extended lots are going forward, is that the builders no longer really truly have that much fixed inventory. And what spec inventory they may have could still be 120, 180, lots. They're not strict. They haven't started any houses in the last 3 months, and then once they sell one, a lot of times they get to build another spec, but that's going to take 6 months, 7 months, 8 months time to analyze build. So to protect themselves and to overcome that objection of the buyer coming in is go ahead and let's put a lock on that rate. And that's exactly what this allows us to do. Now, again, there's cost that we'll charge the builder on this. The cost for a 6-month lock is a half a point. 9-month lock is 5/8, and then a 12-month lock is 3/4 of that. So this allows them to actually advertise the rate. We're doing a whole bunch. It's the big key. So we've got we've charged the builder up front on that, so they'll pay us, and then they've got that lock for that period of time. So, and then we can do it. Okay, let's say they're building a house right now. It's going to be 6 months to build. We'll put the lock on the lot, and then they'll protect it. So they may not sell that house until the 5th month. Well, they still got that rate protected there, and can sell a lot of times at below market rate at that time, which will help them sell that home. The other good thing about this is they can move them around. So let's say you've got a builder that's got 10 lots. Well, the last thing he wants to do is go out there and pay, a half a point on those 10 lots. Well, what we can do is kind of hedge it. We may put a spec lock on 4 of them, 10 lots, or 10 homes, and that way he only has to pay the half a point on 4 of them, but then he sells, we've got him on lots 1 through 4, but he sells lot 8. Well, we can switch that spec lock over from lot 4 over to lot 8. So he doesn't have to make the investment to go ahead and put it. So he set himself a little